Battlefield of Eternity. Now this is an NGS match between the 9 Avatarra here on the right, and I haven't looked up their opponents on the left. So Artanis missing the gun at the starting gate. Okay, real quick, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pull up team comps. So Deckard, very high priority healer in the meta. Artanis, very strong currently and fantastic on this particular map. So our racers have picked the two proper talents. So we have a race advantage over the blue team. Hammer can do a great job, but yeah, we have a race advantage. So if we can sit there and just hammer away, we are going to be just fine on winning the race. Let's see. Brightwing's going to mess up a little bit of dive. Universe as Muradin. On this map, I would recommend Perfect Storm at 1 and Sledgehammer at 2, which then turns you into a racer late game. Even level 4, you're hitting storm bolts for 500 damage. That's going to add to the race, and this is an extremely snowbally map. So that would be the first thing I would change just in builds. Now, Sylvanas and Muradin and Artanis to some effect can all dive the hammer, but I almost think we can ignore her on the objective, and our objective is going to get more done than Hammer's pushing. Instead, we're going to try to keep them off our wall as much as possible and punish an overly forward ETC. So it's fine that the Hammer's set up here, because we can kill the minions safely over here, and she's not on our wall. We just want to keep her off the wall at this point. Okay, unpause. Yeah, as soon as we see the hammer show, we want to fight right up in here, outside the hammer's range, and just make her useless. Pump damage into the ETC, clear the wave. We want to try to keep hammer from getting set up in these two bushes. Ooh, nice field study proc though. Oh, Maharda taking a bit of extra damage there. Now, taps at or before the 1 minute mark are quote-unquote free. What I mean by that is if you can tap at 1 minute, you're going to have your tap back up for the objective, which is huge. Oh wow, the kill top and the pressure we're putting in here bottom is fantastic. Now, with things coming up on 2 minutes, ideally we would love to have our shaman camp here in the back for pushing during the objective. And so we want to be able to cap it when the timer for the objective is at about 15. So we want to be looking forward to that and saying, okay, how are we going to take a camp? How are we going to make this work? Ooh, big root again. Muradin taking a bunch of damage, but he's got second wind naturally, and in this case we even have third wind, so taking some damage isn't a big deal if we're just going to regenerate it, not even burdening our healer. Okay, we're ahead. Let's check talents. So we did take Sledgehammer, so that's fine, and we'll be hitting for somewhere in the realm of 500 to 600, slowly scaling throughout the game on that. But with having Perfect Storm as well, we would be even higher. Okay, Rainer talent, not sustaining rounds. Fight or Flight offers the biggest value on the tier because it reduces your cooldown on your self-heal, but it also gives you 25 armor. Adding 25 armor means that people have to deal additional damage to kill you. Essentially, it's adding more health in that case. Okay, here with the race, Artanis is going to outrace Ragnaros, the enemy team. Oh, Alright, I guess they defended, but we wanted to get on this a lot faster. Again, we're going to naturally win the race with Raynor, Muradin, Artanis. Yeah, the only reason that we're behind on the race is just that we got there late. But if we can win the race and then push with Sylvanas, we're going to just absolutely steamroll, snowball, whatever you want to say, on this map. So they're trying to defend, which is a mistake on their part. You've now caught up on the race. You're going to handily win the race because their best racer, Hammer, is trying to defend against you. So good news, we win. We want our Tannis to go to the opposite lane. He's there. We want everybody else to get to bottom. Well, Brainer, that's fine, but sustaining rounds is also wrong. I get that it's attractive and people love the trait build on Raynor, but I'm sorry, it is wrong, Brainer. Good damage into Hammer. Brightwing's gonna heal it up. We would love to have cleared the well, but it's not necessary. We're ahead on experience now. You can see mainly from getting a kill. Everything else is extremely close. We're actually behind on minions now, which is this wave, which is why we're now behind on experience. See, we gotta run farther to tap. One way to deal with Hammer is to come in from multiple angles. So she's got the barricade wall and ETC for knockback. She really took barricade. Wow, she should take the unstoppable because the idea of the CC chain of Muradin Deckard is what she wanted, and the ability to pop unstoppable and stop an Artanis swap. But barricade's neat, it's just not as helpful. So long as we don't lose this fort here, like we're in a great spot. But one way to help us do that is just clear the wave. Because if we clear the wave, then their team starts taking damage, and that will cause them to back out quite a bit. Lost Artanis top, but Ragnaros pays for it too. The barricade goes out. Yeah, so right now, even if we have to stay R3 here to try to keep them here, just send Raynor to the point. Raynor can outrace their team, especially if their team's not racing. I like that well enough. As of this video, it would be that Ruby was nerfed. So taking Potion of Shielding is fine too. Yeah, see, they're just getting free race. And it sucks because we're not 10 yet. We're working on getting 10. We're tapping. Yeah, if we can get 10 first and blow up an ETC, that would be massive in our favor. Yeah, Ragnaros is going to get this fort if he keeps pushing. Okay, we're 10s. I'm okay with the Skullcracker. I'm not wild about the Haymaker. Deckard's down. Big Fear, and Muradin's down. And Lava Wave for Rag. Dirty rag. So they've got a couple of you dead, and they can have hammer race over here. This is a fantastic play by the enemy team to take what's yours. I don't like that Gecko is still up here. I would need to rewind, but it feels like Gecko never engaged until we had already lost the fight. Oh. Now, once Gecko got back up there, because the team wasn't around, I get it, play safe. But if we engaged a little bit faster, maybe our fight changes. On this map, especially against a hammer, so their primary racer is hammer. Her way of dealing damage is through long-range auto attacks. Purifier beam sounds great because hammer's standing in place, and oh no, she did take hover siege mode, which I could have seen in two ways. But so she's gonna get out of the purifier beam. See, there she goes with the boosters. Nice kill on ETC. Ooh, big fear. The fort's going down. So if instead, if we had done instead of the purifier beam, if we had done orbital bombardment for the blind, that means that hammer can't race for 4 seconds, and we can engage on the hammer pretty well too. Now getting her to drop siege mode and run around with boosters is an okay trade, but if we can shut down ETC's primary damage, hammer's primary damage, and everybody we hit with that for 4 seconds, yes, they still have a fair amount of ability damage on the team, but if we could get that shut down, that means that we can probably win some races just off of that. Yeah, run from the core. Jump if you have to, Universe. Jump if you can. Whew, Universe with one juke. Sadly it wasn't meant to be. And it was right at the edge of his radius too. Yeah, the purifier beam, we want to only use that in fights, really. Right there, I don't know that it was what caused them to disengage. Unfortunately, Battlefield can be a very snowbally map. I will agree with Brainer's comments in the chat talking about we're taking a little bit of free damage when we don't need to. Okay, we're all full mana. Keep in mind, we are not 13, so we're missing a talent tier. We need this wave. There we go, we hit it. Please take Bronzebeard Rage. Okay, healing static. So I would take Bronzebeard's Rage in this case. It synergizes with your level 7, where you get the mini stuns. It also just provides more overall healing. And in the case of the Immortal, it actually adds more to the damage table. Catching up on the race. Big fear. Complete with Emerald Wind. So they actually used 2 on us there. Yeah, we want to coordinate our ults a little bit more. We need to knock back Rainer. There we go. ETC should die. Please let him die. Very nice. Artanis, sadly, is going to be betrayed. So right there, for example, imagine if we then had Wailing Arrow to go on top of it, and if we could pick out one target. Oh, this is so close on the race. They're just zoning us off, so Hammer might beat us. So one way to be able to get at this race, we all are coming in through this choke. if we had, for example, one person here, one person here, then that would give us a bit of a chance to get past. And in theory, Muradin and Sylvanas can even jump the wall here. If I had to guess, we're losing a keep, probably even both keeps here. We're gonna fast play this for a moment. Yeah, top's gone, and my guess is we lose bottom. Good early kill on ETC. Yeah, the molten core is gonna be scary for us. Yeah, the lava wave and the minions that are already there. This is going to go down. We lost a fair amount of core health. Yeah, so minions, so everybody knows minions do triple damage to structures. A little known fact about catapults is catapults actually upgrade over time to where they will start doing more and more damage and have increased range, which is one of the reasons why minions work so well. At this point in the game, we need to stay together. I am not running at a slower pace. This is normal. I did go to a faster pace at one point. But you can see that down here in the bottom left, Caledorn. So at this point, all your opponents really have to do is delay and hide in bushes. If they wanted to get 5 people together and force it when Molten Core is up, they can do that. And them taking this camp is going to make it so they probably get a free objective. They just need to avoid you until the objective is spawned, and then they defend. And either Winions will capture the game, or you'll have to respond to Winions, and then they either kill someone or they get the objective. They're racing well enough, but they shouldn't have been here. They should have defended yours, or defended theirs against you, I should say. Oops. I got clicked onto the gold and there. Big sleep, Zach's going down. Down next. Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. They don't even have to kill you. If they get a kill, great. But they're gonna win the game just by walking in and taking a fort with Molten Core, and the amount of Winions, and even with this guy going the other way. Okay, so build changes I would make for you. Perfect Storm. Oh, excuse me. Perfect Storm on Muradin. You could give him the Axe or Skullcracker. Either one's fine. Avatar for sure. Bronzebeard Rage. And here, considering its hammer is one of their primary things giving you grief, Imposing Presence works well, but Stone Form is also fine. Here, I would say to use Pain'em Red, just because that can give you some great healing. But the Give Me More is fine with the basic attack range, trying to help you get to hammer. And again here, Fight or Flight is absolutely your friend. Rallying Cry is fine on this map, particularly for the race. Giddy Up works extremely well in a lot of cases. Shield Surge. And then here you could either do Follow Through or Chrono Surge. Again here, Orbital Bombardment. This is the correct one on Force of Will. And this one is, it's the Spell Armor one. I just can't remember the name of it right now. Very good. For Deckard, I would say safety in numbers is fine, particularly where you took shield pots, and maybe you get a little bit more as far as regeneration. I really like Herodric Staff because an ETC comes in and you bop him on the head and stun him. But that's me. Sylvanas seems fine. Yeah, I like the Sylvanas build. And you didn't go meme ult. Now you can actually use Lornado to mess up a Sergeant Hammer pretty well, but Stay a While's fine too. And either one's fine. If you don't macro a whole lot, I think Hyperion is easier both for a defensive tool and for a siege tool when you are moving forward. Alright, quit this replay. Come back here to Zach's message. We got a Hanamura Temple. Alright, show in folder. Downloads, Hanamura Temple. I suppose I should change the stream title to say BoE/HT. Update. Bronzebeard Rage does ruin Stay a While. At which point I would say that you just need to be careful when you jump in. Okay. I assume we're on the right again. We are. Oh, Anna. Yeah, I was totally misinterpreting who was holding the gun there. Okay, quick pause. Come here. Let's look at comps. They don't have a hammer this time. What they do have is a potential blow-up comp. Either Uther or ETC can come in, grab a hold of somebody, and then Ming orbs them while Raynor just pumps in a little bit more damage. Now, the advantage to that is that our four-man of Lunara, Anna, Johanna, and Kael'thas, 3 of them can stay quite back. Only Joe needs to be up front. And Joe has a get out of jail free card in Ironskin. I mean, everybody kind of has one now with the Gladiator's Medallion. Okay. Correct talent. Fantastic choice. Correct talent, and fantastic choice. You can go hold your ground. I personally am a Laws of Hope fan, and we don't care specifically about the enemy team as to whether or not they chose right stuff, but we do want to look at it so we know. So it's safe to assume from the last game, Ragnaros is probably going to go with another Lava Wave build. And Raynor is going to be looking for the Sentinel camps. Now, have fun with your Wisp. I mean, yes, right here we just saw the vision kick in and it's huge, but you can be over here, you can be on their side. Okay, peanut butter. Ugh. One thing I want you to work on, and this is not necessarily a critique, it's just a general idea with Kael'thas, is the idea of a back and forth or an in and out, however you want to refer to it, play style. So basically, you're going to step forward, you're going to unload your combo, and you're going to back up. You're going to come back in, you're going to unload your combo, you're going to back up. Ooh, fantastic damage into ETC so far. Now, one good thing about Lunara and Kael'thas is they both can kind of be Uther counters because their damage in the form of Living Bomb in this case can be very slow, which Uther doesn't really deal with well, and it can also be very spread out, which Uther doesn't deal with very well. And where we have Anna, we should win the 4-man here because ETC slides up, we shoot him with a sleep dart, we hit him with a gravity lapse, something, and we turn off his healing and blow him up. Now you'll notice here the enemy team, while both of you are late, we want to be on this camp at 1 minute, they went right to their sentinel camp. We want to be on ours at 1 minute. Now they do have an early advantage on theirs because Rainer Exterminator value, but they also got there significantly before us. At level 4, Lunara will be able to take, let's see, what is it, Nature's Culling, I think at that point, which then creates an equalization, if you will. Oh, yikes. Alright, Universe, you're super low on mana. We got to be very careful. Again, I think I talked about this in the last one. You'll want to switch from Netherwind to Energy Royal, because it always reduces the mana, not just when you hit a hero, but when you do hit a hero, your cooldown is taken to almost nothing. Okay, well, we haven't really lost that much more down here versus their ninja than what they've lost to ours. And in fact, we traded well because we got Molten Core, which is an ultimate ability basically, and we got more of the wall than they did. Ooh, Rexar's coming in. This is a fine engage. We just want to be together. Great work on trapping down that Uther. Uther may go down. Uther goes down. Boom. We get a kill. We get our camp. Rexar's going to run back up and keep getting the experience. The experience is worth more than pushing the cart. We are ahead on overall experience, and we want to keep that. Thanks, Brian. I'm okay in my own little shell of the world. I'm not showing any dropped frames on mine, Caledorn. Ooh, big stun from Misha. Misha's got her own power slide. Nice follow-up. ETC goes down. Okay, so at this point, when there's nothing else on the map, there's no camps immediately up, although they are pretty close to being up, that's when we push in the cart. We don't need Rexar here anymore. In fact, we want Rexar top because we don't want to give them a chance to get back in the experience game. Okay, liking the Johanna build. Good with the Rexar build. Good with the Anna build. Nice, nice. I like all of our builds. I think we're doing great. You could do here, I want to say it's like Pyromaniac or something that reduces the cooldowns, or maybe I'm thinking of a different talent here. Okay, looking at this, we're ahead on minions, we're ahead on mercenaries, we're ahead on kills, we're ahead on structures because we've killed more cannon towers. Rexar and Misha are going to take another one out right now. Fantastic. We want to race our team down here. And Rexar, I think you want to stay up there and keep pushing. After 10, you'll probably join for more team fights. Ooh, that was a big stun onto Lunara. That was unfortunate, and they followed up really well. Just dumping everything into you. With that, if we see their team here, oh yikes, they're coming 5 men. So this fort is gone as far as we're concerned. Ooh, we're gonna save it. They could have forced that last 4,000 health, but we are gonna get this one because they're not defending the ninja. We do want to make sure here, and maybe we did, maybe we didn't, but we want to make sure that Rexar knows, hey, Ragnaros left. Ha! Good job, excuse me. Killing the Ragnaros as he came up anyway. Johanna, right there, one thing you want to do is you want to eat the Ming orbs. You don't want her to be able to get them Yikes. Get them onto the fort. And if you can eat them very close up, she doesn't get resets and she doesn't do as much damage. So it looks like we got the word to Rexar, look out, they're coming. We're 10s right now, and we've been 10s for a moment because we're almost 11. We want to take something of theirs when that happens. Now that could be that we kill someone, that could be that we take a fort, that could be that we take a camp. Now none of the camps are up, so we're not going to take a camp. Ooh, nice Boar's ult. Sadly Misha goes down. Oh, we were so close on killing the Li Ming. We get the Uther. They trade bottom because Ragnaros is a little bit of a cheap hero. Alright, so here, we know Uther's dead, and we saw that camp pop. Next time, we just want to charge in here and take it from him. Yeah, I don't know, Caledorn. I'm not showing any dropped frames on mine, and usually my Streamlab yells at me for it. Nice stop on the ETC Mosh. They go, holy cow, we just back up for a moment, let that back out. Oh, and with Ragnaros using Molten Core, like, we don't have to force this. We can absolutely wait out the Molten Core, and that is just fine. Well, we kill one. So we trade 1 for 1 with that. They're super low. And we force it in. Nice. Bad news, their ninja's pushing. Again, this ninja, in my opinion, should be our ninja. Now, we're ahead on structures. We've got top fort. They don't have bottom fort, so we're good. We're going to take our ninja. That's a fantastic choice. Okay, here, if Universe is Hearthing, that's fine. We just need to reset, and we want to march with the ninja. We're up 13s. The ninja is in essence a 6th man on the field. And see how quickly they melted our sentinel or our ninja? That we don't give them crap for free. We don't like these guys at the moment. They are the opposition. We don't give them anything for free. We make them fight tooth and nail for anything they want, including damage on our cannon tower. So we can heal Joe, we can't heal cannon towers. Joe has a shield, Joe has Laws of Hope, we've got Anna, we don't let him get free damage anywhere. Oh, Zach. Oh, Ming gotcha. Just run, Gecko, just run. So unfortunately, they got us on the back foot. We probably could have engaged there, looking at health bars and whatnot. We just were out of position. I know Gecko was really low, but we should have won that fight. In fact, I'm going to back up a little bit. This will take a second because replay tool things.
Hero slain.
Okay, we know we want to be up here. We just need to rewind another 20, maybe 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. So again, our ninja just died for free. Let's look at our team positioning. We are extremely in a line. We want to work on that idea right here of where do we have the tank, where do we have the bruiser, and where's the back line. So the bruiser holding this flank is fine. the tank being in the bunch, we probably don't want as much. Now, it's okay for us to fight along this wall and use our cannon towers for additional damage, but Kael'thas can actually use the wall and go in behind the gate and then come out to deal damage, making it so they can't touch you because you've got the full wall to deal with. So you pop in or pop out of the gate, throw everything out, pop back. Your healer doesn't have to worry about you. Your tank doesn't have to worry about you. You're safe. Lunara, abuse the fact that you have a 20% move speed advantage over everyone. That's a big deal for us. So, remove stuns on the target, 50 armor, fantastic choice. Alright, I like, our talent builds are fantastic this game. I'm happy about everything. You even could have gone Pyroblast if you wanted, because yes, they have Divine Shield, but you wait for Divine Shield to come out, and then you Pyroblast Li Ming. So, yeah, so we're super clumped. Let's see, we come back into this. Universe is a little bit away. Okay, so what happened here is because we went down and ETC had already gotten the Divine Shield, he was kind of able to walk up without getting interrupted and just mosh in place. And we're resetting health bars, that's why they're able to take this for free. And I think overall, you've done really well on Rexar. I'm happy with your Rexar. This game, from what I can see, we lose on a coin flip. And we've controlled the map decently well. There's a couple things we could do to improve, but what's gonna happen is from what I'm seeing is we're gonna lose a team fight and they're gonna win. Or on the opposite side, we're going to continue to control the map, and then we'll force a win off of that. But my guess is that this one was sent to me because there's something to learn from it. So at this point, we know they went to our Sentinel, and their Sentinel is pushing bottom. At that point, we just need a clear one, run to the other. Now, it got cleared before doing a lot of damage. We did lose that cannon tower, but just that idea of now we want to, if we know we're going to lose the Sentinel, we just make sure we limit the impact of the Sentinels. We saw up here before the Sentinel they pulled that just, they melted it. Oh, a lot of damage from that lava wave. We are fighting a war on multiple fronts here. Misha's going down. Valiant soldier, that Misha. Ooh, big mosh in the back. Kael'thas goes down. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about with that coin flip. They got a big engage. They should be at this point with 5 of you dead for 30 seconds. They should be rushing bottom where they already have a wave built up and already have half the keep down, crushing that keep and getting core damage. They may not win, but they would have gotten core damage. Where here, they probably get, yeah, they'll get this keep. They won't get bottom keep. They won't get core damage. They have turned the map into their favor, but they had the opportunity to open up the we can backdoor whenever we want. So they've now forced a position where instead of us being ahead on the map, they're ahead on the map. They can play extremely safe, keep us running around cleaning lanes, and take everything. And they don't have to fight. They don't. ever have to take an even fight. So here they'll be able to push with the Sentinel and basically force the fact that this bottom keep is going down. I don't dislike their aggression here, but in the concept of good, better, best, they if they force a response from you, they'll get the bottom keep anyway. But they could have gotten down here, forced the keep, Ragnaros goes Molten Core in the keep, and then they probably win under that. Poor Misha, such a valiant soldier. Stupid value on the lava wave. They baited you guys into staying right here, and it just did a ton of damage. Ragnaros should be molten coring already, and they should be pushing an ending. I get it, they don't have Uther, you don't have Rexar, but he needs to molten core. They've got a ninja coming in, they've got waves on both sides. Molten core is a 2.5 minute cooldown. Just burn it and get some siege damage. Okay, so for us, we want to be extremely careful and freeze the experience. So what you do in that scenario is just kill the catapult and let everything else smash together. Killing the ninja, I suppose, would be along the lines of killing the catapult. But what that allows us to do is we can collect experience here. Oh, I selected something with that. We can collect experience safely by both forts, and they really can only get passive experience. Where none of the camps were immediate, we just sit back, collect experience. We want to try to get to 20 as fast as possible while denying them some experience. But here, we're literally letting globes fall on the ground, and their passive experience is higher than our passive experience, and we're running around looking for them. They're a level and a half up, they're going to hit 20, we don't have keeps, and if they win a fight, the game is over. Sorry, little Bout came in asking me for my phone. So if we can kill ETC, invulnerable Mosh, that's bad news. Bolt of the Storm ETC, Lava Wave in both lanes, Anna trying to trade with Raynor. You probably can trade with Raynor at 20, but where he's 20 and has execute and you're not, okay, so there's the game, because I mean the objectives pushed in, there's 5 of them, there's 0 of us, there's 2 waves. So if I were to pick a turning point in this game, it was that top lane when we let our Sentinel just get melted for free. We had the ability to fight 6v5 there, and we were up 13s. Instead, we let the Sentinel get melted, we let them get a lucky engage on us, and then they catapulted ahead. So learning points would be, let's look for times where we know we have the advantage, and that's going to be times like when we have numbers or when we have a major talent tier. Those are times where we know we have the advantage. Now we'll get to the point where we talk more specifically about in a team fight and how we're going to tighten up something there. But for starters, we want to make sure if we've got a numbers advantage, we're taking the team fight. If we've got a talent advantage, we're taking the team fight. If we've got an item advantage, we're taking the team fight. If it is something where we've got full health and we know they're low health and we've poked really well, okay, now we're going to force a team fight. So there's some opportunities. Overall, I think there's plenty of good, but we're going to take that add a little bit more and turn good into better and eventually turn better into best. So hopefully this is helpful. Send me some comments over Discord and let me know what I can do to help, and we'll keep after it. Thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful day.